Hello friends, welcome to yet another video on capital market. Today we will discuss what is offer document, various types of offer document or various terms used for offer document. So let's start the video. First question is, what is offer document? What is offer document? Correct. So friends, offer document is it contains all the relevant informations, information of what? All the relevant information of about the company, then about the promoters, then you will have informations about the various ongoing projects or upcoming projects of the company, then you have financial details of the company, then what is the objective to raise the money, then there will be various terms and conditions to the issue. So whenever a company wants to raise fund or raise money from the public, it has to issue an offer document, and this offer document contains all these relevant informations. Now where this information is to be used? All this information or offer document is used for inviting subscription to the issue. Subscription from whom? Subscription from public. So it can be done through issue of shares or any convertible securities, and who has to issue? It is offer document is issued by an issuer. This issuer is company or any other entity which is making this public issue. So I hope this offer document is clear. So let's move on to the next point. Before we move on to the next point, just want to discuss one important thing. If you are preparing for SEBI Grade A exam journal stream, so you can visit to Finance MCQ website for preparing your paper 2. That is important, that is your technical syllabus, important for your phase 1 and phase 2 of your exam. On Finance MCQ website you will find entire technical syllabus, that is your paper 2 in MCQ questions format. So whatever we are discussing here, you will find all this in MCQ format on Finance MCQ website. There you will have 2000 plus MCQ questions, chapter wise, topic wise, to practice, and you will also find explanations for correct answers wherever required. Apart from that, there will also be 25 test series to practice. So friends, there are a lot of study material to prepare for your examination, and it will increase your selection chances significantly. So do visit Finance MCQ website for preparing your entire paper 2, that is your technical syllabus of phase 1 and phase 2 for your journal stream candidates. So visit Finance MCQ website and check the MCQ questions there. Thank you, and let's move on to the next point. So now we'll talk about various types of offer documents. Friends, these offer documents can be used or can be said differently depending upon the type of issue it is. Say for example, in case of a public issue, offer document is known as prospectus. What it is known as? It is known as prospectus. And offer document in case of right issue, it is known as letter of offer. So remember friends, in question they may ask you what we have to say, or what we call offer document in case of a right issue. So remember, in right issue it is said as letter of offer, and in case of public issue, offer document is said as prospectus. So I hope this basic difference is clear. Okay, so let's move on to the next point. So now let's discuss terms used for offer document. First one is draft offer document. Now what is this draft offer document? Friends, it is filed with SEBI. For what purpose? For any changes in the offer document. And when it is to be filed? Before it is filed with ROC. And friends, it is also available on public domain. It is available in various public domain. It is available on the website of SEBI, stock exchange or merchant bankers. For what purpose? The main purpose for this publishing this draft offer document on public domain is to get any public comments on the same. For any public comments, if they have any comments, they can communicate to the company or through these mediums. So I hope this draft offer document is clear. Let's move on to the next point. Now another term used for offer document you will see is red herring prospectus. So what is this red herring prospectus? Friends, it's nothing but an offer document used in case of book build. Use in case of book build of public issue. So the two terms are very important. Offer document for book build of public issue. Now what is this book build? Here says for an IPO or for any issue, the price of an issue is not properly mentioned. They have given a range, and through this book building process they will identify the actual price of the shares. So it is used in case of book build of public issue, and it has all the relevant details. It has all the relevant details. Since it's an offer document, so offer document has all the relevant details that we mentioned, that we discussed earlier in the video. So it has all the relevant information except what? Except price or number of shares to be offered. So apart from these two things, everything is mentioned in this red herring prospectus. And where it is to be filed? It is to be filed with ROC, filed with Registrar of Companies. And when it is to be filed? It is to be filed before the issue opens. Before the issue opens, it needs to be filed. I hope it is clear what is red herring prospectus. So now let's move on to the next point. Now the third term you might have heard is prospectus. Now what is this prospectus? Friends, again, prospectus is an offer document. It is an offer document for public issue. And this prospectus has all the relevant information about the company, its promoter, business, financial details. And here the important thing, it includes including price and number of shares or convertible securities which is to be offered. So red herring prospectus, does not include price and number of shares to be issued. Here the price and number of shares to be offered are mentioned. To be offered is included. And friends, it is to be registered with ROC, means it is to be registered with ROC. Here the timing is very important. If before issue it is submitted to ROC, before issue, then it will happen in case of fixed price issue. Case of fixed price issue. Fixed price issue, where the issue price is already fixed, and if it is registered or submitted to ROC after issue, after its issue is open, after issue, then in which case, then in case of book built issue. So do remember this, it is very crucial and very important. If a prospectus is submitted with ROC before its issue, then it is the case of fixed price issue, and if it is submitted after an issue, then it is in case of book built issue. So remember these 2 points, and let's move on to the next point. Now the fourth point is, or the term used for offer document is letter of offer. Now what is this letter of offer? Again, it's an offer document. Offer document, and in which case it is used? It is used in case of right issue. In case of right issue. And right issue of what? Right issue of shares or convertible securities. And whom right issue is made? It is made to existing shareholders. Existing shareholders. And it is to be filed with SEBI. And when it is to be filed? It is to be filed before issue opens. Before issue opens. So just once again quickly revise what it is. So letter of offer is an offer document, and it is used in which case? It is issued in case of right issue, and right issue is made to existing shareholders, and right issue of shares or convertible securities, and it is to be filed with SEBI before the issue opens to the public for subscription. So I hope it is clear. Now let's move on to the next point. Now the next term you might have heard is abridged prospectus. Now what is this abridged prospectus? As the name suggests, it's an abridged or shorter version. Abridged or shorter version. Shorter version of what? Shorter version of offer document. Of offer document in public issue. Prospectus is issued in case of public issue. So it's an abridged shorter version of offer document in public issue, and when it is issued, it is issued along with application form. In the last video we have talked about various steps to be taken in public issue, so you can visit and watch that video. You will have better understanding when the application form is to be issued. it contains, this abridged prospectus contains all salient features, contains all salient features of prospectus, So I hope this abridged prospectus is clear. So just revise once again, what is this abridged prospectus? So friends, abridged prospectus is a shorter version of offer document in public issue. Remember, this public issue is very crucial, since prospectus is issued in public issue and offer document in right issue. So it's a shorter version of offer document, is to be filed, is to be issued along with application form, and it contains all silent features of a prospectus. So this is abridged prospectus. So now let's move on to our next point. Now another term of offer document, abridged letter of offer. Letter of offer. Now what is this abridged letter of offer? So as discussed in previous points, it's a abridged or shorter version. Abridged or shorter version. Shorter version of what? Shorter version of letter of offer. Letter of offer. And whom it is to be sent? It is sent to all shareholders. It is to be sent to all shareholders. Now why to send to all shareholders only? Because letter of offer is issued to whom? Is letter of offer is issued in case of right issue. In case of right issue. And whom it is to be, and whom right issue is made? It is made to existing shareholders. Existing shareholders. So I hope this abridged letter of offer is clear. It is a shorter version of letter of offer which is sent to all shareholders of the company. So let's move on to the next point. Or the seventh term is shelf prospectus. Now what is this shelf prospectus? So friends, shelf prospectus is nothing but a prospectus. It is a prospectus. And what this shelf prospectus does? It allows issuer to make series of issues. Allows issuer to make series of issues. Now this, till what time these issues or series of issues can be made? It can be made within a period of 1 year. Within a period of 1 year. So this 1 year period is very important. And what happen in case of shelf prospectus? Here, when you file shelf prospectus, then no need to file fresh prospectus. No need to file fresh prospectus every time you are making an issue, since you have already filed shelf prospectus, and within 1 year you don't need to file any further fresh prospectus. And who are allowed to file this shelf prospectus? The first one is public sector banks, then your scheduled bank, then public financial institution. Now why these are only allowed, not the normal companies? Because they needs money on a regular basis. That's why only these three are allowed. So let's give you an example of what is shelf prospectus. It will help you to understand better. Say suppose there is a company ABC Limited, and it wants to raise 150 crores then further 200 crores, and then say 300 crores. This is in first quarter, this is in say second quarter, and this is say in fourth quarter. What are all these? These are the fund requirement. Fund requirement. And ABC Company Limited is a bank. So they know that they want to raise 150 crore, 200 crores and 300 crores in different quarters in a 1 year. Fund required in a 1 year. So what they will do, they will file shelf prospectus. File shelf prospectus at the time of first issue, and for the next two issue, that is for 200 crore and for 300 crore, no need to file any fresh issue. No need to file any fresh prospectus. So I hope now it's clear what is shelf prospectus. So just revise this shelf prospectus quickly. So shelf prospectus is a prospectus allow issuer to make series of issue. Now who can be the issuer? Here issuer can be public sector bank, financial institution or scheduled bank. And if they want to make a series of issue within and time period allowed is 1 year, then no need to file fresh prospectus. They need to file only shelf prospectus, which will be valid for period of 1 year. So remember, this is a very crucial point and can ask in your exam. I hope whatever points we discuss in today's video is clear to you. So now just I write it down what we have discussed today. We talked about draft offer document, then we talk about red herring prospectus, then we talk about prospectus, then we talk about letter of offer and what is the fundamental difference between a prospectus and a letter of offer, which type of or which in which case it is used. Then we talk about abridged prospectus and abridged letter of offer, and finally we talk about shelf prospectus. So friends, whatever we are discussing here, you can practice all these questions, all these points in MCQ questions format on Finance MCQ website. I'll just write the website name for you. You will find all this in question format on Finance MCQ website. And if you are preparing for SEBI Grade A exam, it will be really useful for you to go and visit the website and practice all these questions in MCQ format. So very important for SEBI exam, SEBI Grade A exam point of view, Grade A general stream candidates. So all SEBI aspirant can go and visit Finance MCQ website. They can practice all these questions in MCQ format and they can increase their chances of selection. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll come up with new video. Thank you and take care.